Good morning.
And welcome to
Socially Unsocial.
I'm Patty,
And I'm Danielle.
and we're your hosts.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Are you wearing your green?
I should have wore green. I don't even know. Well, I'm Italian, so F that, man.
Shake your shamrocks. Who's hungover from the weekend still? Did you party? Did you go out? Did you eat corned beef? Do you like corned beef?
I used to hate it, and now I obsessed with it.
I swear to God, I hate when I start loving food that I hated when I was younger, because now I'm like, and I'm old. And I remember when I was younger and all these old people would be eating these gross foods, and here I am. I'm old and I'm eating, what is it, corned beef and sourdough and what is
Cabbage.
it? Cabbage.
Soda bread.
Yep. I do like sourdough. I can't stop thinking about it.
Anna gave me some starter to make my sourdough bread. I'm like, I don't even have time for this, but it's sitting in my refrigerator, and she's telling me, she's like, so you have to feed it. And my mom's like, what the hell are you two talking about? What are you feeding? It's like, sounds like an animal.
Yeah, you now have like a live infant that you have to take care of. You have to start it, you have to feed it, you have to let it rise. I don't know.
I was like, who's got time for that?
No. Crazy. I do feel like making bread would be really therapeutic. So
No. I'll let you know. I'm going to try it once. I doubt it's going to be therapeutic.
I doubt it.
You should try it. Let me know.
You know what? I should try it, but I don't like to be in my kitchen cooking. My mom came over last week and she was helping me with the kids. So one of us had to drive one of the kids somewhere, and then the other one had to stay home with the other two and do dinner. And it was stuffed peppers. And I was so hopeful when I was at the grocery store buying all the ingredients. I was like, yep, this is my thing. I love making this meal. It is my joy to serve. That's like what I have to tell myself in my head. And then I get home and I'm like, okay, I have two choices. I can either drive or I can stay home and make these peppers. And I took a little glance at my mom. I was like, how's this going to fly? How's this going to go over? She made the most fabulous stuffed peppers for my family. I was like, Mom, this is amazing. And she was probably a lot nicer in the kitchen than I would have been.
But does she enjoy cooking? She does, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's a great cook, yeah.
Yeah. That's
better her than me.
It's like that moment where you're with a group of people and someone needs to go out and pick up the fast food. And for me, I'm like, I'd rather pay for it if someone else goes and picks it up, because I just don't want to deal with it. So I was like, if you fly, I'll buy. Because there's sometimes I'm not dealing with putting in the order. I don't want to check the order. I don't want to deal with the drive-through line. So money well spent.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
No, I think, well, when I started dating Mike, he would not allow us to do delivery. He'd be like, no, I'll just go pick it up. I'm like, for $2.99 delivery fee, man?
Well, it all depends on what's being delivered. Some things don't deliver well.
Like what, pizza?
Pizza's the only, well, also, you can get a pizza in 30 minutes or you can wait an hour and 15. Mm-hmm. So if you pick it up, you get it faster.
True. And then also calamari. I love that appetizer. That's not an appetizer you can do delivery.
No.
You need to be in person for that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, pizza, Chinese food usually travel and deliver well.
Mm-hmm. Chinese food? I'm not into Chinese food.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I crave egg rolls every day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I was a really picky eater when I was younger.
No,
So
you don't say.
When my family would go out, all that I would get is white rice with butter on it. And I was set.
Were you shunned at the Chinese restaurants?
No, I was probably the easiest kid to feed there,
Usually you get the sweet and sour chicken. They're like chicken nuggets, but so much better.
No, I was way too picky for that.
Did you eat chicken nuggets back then?
Probably, but not out. Nope. Still to this day, Mike's like, can we please order Chinese food? I'm like, you can, and I will eat pasta.
Oh, see, Jay's not really a Chinese person either. So every once in a while, I was like, do you want to do Chinese tonight? I'm like, ooh, are you just sacrificing it, or for some reason do you have a craving for it?
Ooh, that's really nice of
We
him.
haven't found a really good Chinese place by ours. We did find one, and then, of course, they closed down, so then that makes me skeptical.
Yeah, that's worrisome.
Chinese restaurants are the ones I need it to be delivered, because most of them are dirty and disgusting. So if I have to go pick it up, nope, yep.
It ruins it. Yep.
It's like, ooh,
no. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's horrible.
Add it to my list.
your never-ending, nonstop list of pet peeves. I can't wait till we're 90 and you're just gonna be sitting there like relishing reading your list, so proud of yourself.
Like, I can't believe I had friends. I can't believe I had family. I can't believe you guys didn't kill me. And yet the list keeps growing.
Yeah. So let's get into high lows first. Is that what we're doing? Or you want to do high lows last?
Let's just do them last because then we go off on a tangent and we're trying to keep this episode to 30 minutes.
Yeah, let's see how we do. Okay, first off, we're a couple minutes in. Okay, I need to acknowledge the fact that today, St. Patrick's Day, is my son Michael's 9th birthday.
Ooh, 1 year away from a double digit.
Dude, I can't even believe he's almost a decade old. It's crazy. I remember when his due date was like a week from now. And so I never thought that he'd be born on St. Patrick's Day. And I love St. Patrick's Day. So it was such a big, fun holiday. And yeah, I remember when I realized that he was going to be born on a holiday. And I was like, this is frightening for me because when he turns 20 and 18 and 19, and then of course, again, 21, I'm like going to have a really hard time because I'm going to be really worried about him. I feel like we've talked about this before, but I'm so excited for him. He has the sweetest group of friends. He's just doing so well. He's so smart. Today's his day, so I can't wait to celebrate.
Regardless if he was born on St. Patrick's Day or not, when he gets older, he would have drank on St. Patrick's Day. So now it's a twofer. So maybe he's drinking one less day a year because he's celebrating St. Patrick's Day and his birthday all in one.
You know, that's a good idea. Hopefully he just always has really good friends. Because, you know, when your friend's birth and you're like, oh, let's get him drunk. I hate that. It's like, no, don't do that. Please don't. Do not get my child drunk.
I think I remember on your 21st, did we do like every shot, then you had to sign your name?
No.
I know we did that for my sister, but I thought we did it for you too.
What do you mean you have to sign your name?
Like after someone buys you a shot, then you sign your name. And then after every shot, you sign your name. So by the end, you see how really messed up you are by how bad your signature is after every shot.
Oh my gosh, no. We didn't do that. My signature probably would just be the same because I'm a really good drunk.
Oh yeah, sure. That's what everyone thinks. Yeah, no problem. Even though I don't remember anything I did on Saturday, I'm a good drunk.
You know, I heard recently that the worst kind of friends are the friends that like tell you what you did when you're drunk. They're like, you know, I like the friends that are like, you wake up the next day and you do your recap calls and you're laughing about, you know, the night before and all the things. And the best kind of friend will just sit there and be like, you were really fun, and leave it at that.
But wouldn't you want to know if you did something stupid? Because if you see the person next time that you did something stupid to, you'd want to know, not being like, why did you guys tell me? Because when I saw so-and-so, he was like, what the...
Well, I mean, you can tell, but you can be like, you were a riot. This is what you did. You might, you know, you might feel weird the next time you see him, or you might want to say sorry to this person, but not to be that dramatic person like... Yeah, you really took it over the edge last night. You know, I hate those conversations. Like, ew, leave me alone. Let me live.
So basically, when you drink, you don't want to be responsible for your actions, especially the next day. Just let it be. Let them.
That's the best use of it I've heard, that theory. Yes. Just let them get drunk. Let them act a fool. Are they hurting you when they're on the dance floor? Crawling around, making a spectacle, or who are they hurting?
Oh, that stuff, yeah, cool. If you don't find it fun, then I shouldn't be hanging out with you.
Do you remember when we went through that phase where we were like...
slid across the dance floor?
It was a slip and slide. Angela was like the best at it.
Yeah, that was all America's bar.
It was like, make way. We're us and our slip and slide coming through the dance floor. And then too, it was like kind of like a circus act. I mean, we were probably entertainment for everyone because then some of us would like line up in the middle of the dance floor and you would have to go through your legs of the person standing. And if you didn't get through all the way, then you didn't win. And then sometimes you'd be like a little turd and just like, meh, 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 and like stop.
And then he got the stripper pole.
And then he got the stripper pole. And then all hell broke loose.
Needless to say, none of us were making it professional.
I didn't work out then, so no, I couldn't spin myself around this pole. Come on.
I'll have to go through my photos and pull those out and we'll post them on our socials because it's hilarious.
Oh, see, exactly. So only the good stuff do I want to talk about the next day.
Okay. Duly noted. Have I ever pointed out something you did? Shitty?
No, I told you I'm a good drunk. I don't do shitty things
yeah.
drunk. What's the dumbest thing that you remember I've ever done drunk? And you can edit it out if it's bad.
If you were drunk, I was drunk. So there, ergo, we're okay.
One of my favorite memories of you is just your signature dance move, the crawl.
Yep.
You will get, if people are not being fun, you are the ultimate, like, you don't settle for that. You don't settle for people being boring. Everyone has to have fun. Everybody's going to be involved. And if you don't want to be on the dance floor, she'll crawl to you and then maybe even do like a lap dance situation. And then that like unleashes something in everyone when you start crawling to them.
They're like, I cannot look as stupid as she does, so let's just do it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Great mentality. Who wants to hang out with us next weekend?
Call us, maybe.
Oh, what a good throwback.
Yeah.
Now we have the title of our episode. Call me maybe.
I just can't. Every time I listen to any of the songs that was in your mashup for the wedding video or wedding dance,
The dance.
that's all I do. It takes me back there, just dancing on stage in an orange dress.
I know.
Yeah.
The glory days.
Starship, that's always, yep.
Oh my gosh. We have to share that video. I'll share it on our socials because that was just, the music was great. It was obviously Call Me Maybe and then a few other favorites. Good times.
Yeah, my memory's still working.
If anybody wants us involved in a flash mob ever,
Call Patty.
we're in.
Do not call me. I'll come and just support you.
Do not lose my number. No, call me. I'm in. I'm already in. I'm already excited.
You might be able to recruit me after a few drinks. Sober,
100%.
no.
100%. Get married and guilt her into it and she'll do it. At mine and Mike's 50th anniversary, we're going to redo our flash mob and I can't wait.
Okay.
I just decided now. I don't know if Mike's in, but I think we are.
Mike's definitely not in. And I might be living in an undisclosed
Your Golden Girls place.
Yeah.
You'll rally
My
the troops.
undisclosed location.
The whole nursing home at that point will be doing it with us.
Maybe that's what we should do. We should just go to nursing homes and get people to dance and then film them.
Oh my
That
God.
would be so fun. It would definitely go viral.
Yeah, I love like the old people influencers. Like, they're just so
Oh my
cute.
gosh, yes.
There was a video of a grandpa going around. Okay, the amount of people, first off, that sent me this clip of this old grandpa singing Pink Pony Club by
really?
Chappell Roan, or however you say her name.
Just swear over it. We know you butcher names. Just jump over it.
Just hop on that pink pony and ride right over it. So the grandpa's singing. He's so cute. Adorable. I get it. But why are you sending me it? Do you think I'm into grandpas? Or is it just because old people are cute in general?
I think because you were obsessed with the song. You did the song, didn't you do it with Shannon in Florida?
Yeah, we did a dance to it.
Yeah, so.
But like specifically this old man. I'm like, I get it, you guys.
It's probably the best one because everyone's doing it. Don't you get Anna's videos every 5 days of her doing it?
I love it. Send it more.
No, just send it to Patty.
Once again, lose Danielle's number.
Guys, I'm like over a lot of things this week.
We caught you on such a good day.
Did I was gonna wear my Ray of Pitch Black today, but I was like, that's shitty because I feel like I've had a good week, so I just didn't want to contradict and just be a complete Ray of Pitch Black.
Right.
So
good for you. So you're trying.
I'm trying. Yeah.
Well, that's the first step. Keep 1 foot forward. So you've had a good week. Do you want to tell us your high? Or are we not there yet?
Well, no, we'll just go with it. So my high is I was working with a buyer who happened to be working with a couple other realtors before she signed with me. All last year, I think, and maybe the year before, she was putting in offers, and just never winning. It was always a multiple offer situation and never winning. So we went out on Saturday. We submitted an offer. It took a couple of days because it was multiple offers, and we found out yesterday that we won the bid.
Yay!
So she was so happy. She was crying tears of joy. She said her kids were so excited.
Aww.
So she's so happy. And we weren't even the highest bid, but they liked all of our terms. And
But you
then-
were the prettiest, so.
well, the agent did say she appreciated my professionalism. So even though I'm throwing the F-bombs around and just so cranky on the podcast, I can be professional.
Look at you go.
So I was just really happy. So when you get that feedback and that joy from your buyer after just, a long couple of years of just trying to find something and finally getting it, and it's the perfect house for her and her kids. So that was definitely my high.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
That is awesome, because when you're good at what you do, when you're really good at what you do, and then people acknowledge that little bit of extra that you bring, that's wonderful. Because if you were just the highest bid, maybe they would have gone for you because of all these other attributes that you bring to the table, but not being the highest bid and getting it and getting that good feedback, that's really got to pump you right up.
It does, until the next person kicks me the next day.
That's life. Get back on that pink pony and
Yeah.
just keep chugging. And if you need somebody to sing to you, you've got me and Anna.
That's good. See, always keep friends with shitty voices around. All right, I'm trying not to swear because my mother's feedback to us this morning episode was good, but a little less swearing.
You're doing a horrible job at that.
All I said was shit.
You've said 3 different swear words already.
I never said the F word.
I think you did.
I meant to say it, but I didn't.
I'm pretty sure that you did.
Well, whatever. Get over it, Jody. Like she's so clean in the mouth.
Oh,
What was your high?
my high. I've had a good week. First off, the week flew by. Mike was out of town, what was that, 2 weeks ago? And the other day I was like, didn't you just get back 4 days ago? He's like, no, a week and 4 days ago. I'm like, oh, dear God. Was it that long?
I don't know. These last 2 weeks have been dragging. Every day feels like a Monday.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh. No, it's just flying by. March is just insanity. Anyways, my boys are in the playoffs for basketball. So every team gets to the playoffs. I don't
Participation
really know.
award.
Yeah, like you get to play at some point. But my boys' teams are really, really good. So
Of course, because they're your children.
dude, I tell them all the time, I'm like, you guys are so lucky I'm your mom because you got all my athleticism. Like you guys have no idea.
You're going pro.
I know, I can barely dribble a ball, but they're really good. Both their teams were like nail biter games. Now, sometimes you go to the events and it's just cute because they're out there playing, but sometimes they're paired up with really good competitive teams. And it was so good. On Sunday, Mike had the day off work. It was just like the perfect day to where it was like a game at noon, then a little break, and then another game. So it was just a full day, and it was awesome. And so a low within a high coming. So it's all like wrapped in one.
Good.
Yeah, we like when this happens, when they overlap. So basically the game was phenomenal. Theo went first and he's 11. So his team is a little bit more, they know what's going on. The game, they were down the entire game. Like every time they would come back, they would get down like a couple points and then they'd come back. The other team kept fouling them. So in my mind, I'm like, well, they're fouling because they're like, doing things
running
wrong.
the clock.
Well, they're like doing things wrong, like, trying to block. I don't
That's
know
what a
the
foul
term.
is, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys get it.
Yeah, we
So
get
you
it.
guys all
Move
get it.
on.
Well, I hate bad sportsmanship. So if your kid is out there,
It's a
and they
strategy.
don't love it. I don't love that.
Well, I don't know if 11 years old it's a strategy, but I know it's a strategy in the NBA.
Oh, I'm sure it's a strategy because now this team that's like fouling left and right, they lost. But it was a nail biter. And Theodore got 3 baskets in the very end of the game. It was so good. And my husband and I looked at each other after the game and we both were like, yeah, we can breathe now. Like I couldn't feel my feet. That's how nervous I was.
It's a good thing I'm not a mom because I'd be like, yeah, good game, don't care.
You know, you think you would be like that. I don't even know what a foul is. I don't even know what a layup is. Dominique messaged me. She's like, oh, wow, Theo with the layup because I posted a video. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. Is that what that's called? I need to learn. But I'm like the least, you would never suspect that I would care about sports this much. Like you'd think I'm just on the sidelines like, yay, team. But inside, I cannot breathe. My heart beats out of my chest. My feet are going numb. My extremities are cold. Like everything is just not working for me. And I'm just like, how am I this invested? And Mike was like, literally, this game does not matter. and yet.
But it does matter for your kids' self-esteem.
I don't even think
and
that
their
they
pride.
care.
They don't care as much as you.
I don't know. I mean, I don't show that I care. But inside, I'm like...
You don't fake it very well. Like, do you really like, I'm smiling on the inside?
No, I'm so happy to be there. They don't know how nervous I am. Like, when they come off, I'm not like, woo. I'm just like, cool. I'm like, that was a really good game, buddy. Did you have fun out there? Wow. Like, you were hustling.
Okay, that's
You were
good.
trying really hard. I'm not like, hyperventilating into a bag in the corner. Like, oh my, I just don't know how parents of NBA players do it. I don't know how the players themselves do it. I'm like, are we okay out there? Are you guys all going to be okay? How are your hearts handling it?
It's not for everybody.
It's not for me, that's for sure. It is not for me.
You're not athletic.
No, I am.
Okay.
You're like, I've seen your softball.
I'm trying to remember. Were you good? Were you okay?
I was so good that you barely remember how good I was.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's
people had to be like, hey, you hit the ball, or they hit the ball, run to second base. And I'd be like, ooh, okay.
Okay. So that's what we call athletic. Just knowing the basics. Put me in, coach.
Barely knowing the basics. No, my kids are great at sports, and it's not from me. But
So thank you, Mike.
I guess.
Question mark.
Question mark. So that was great. So do you want to share one of your many lows of this rough week that you've had?
I feel like I hate people. Mm-hmm. So that's just in general. But I feel like I'm so sick of liars and scammers. It's just never ending. Mm-hmm. So in our business, you want to trust people, because if you don't trust people, then you're just always on the skeptic side of things. So once again, I had a guy that I work with in my company. He's like, hey, I have this great opportunity. I'm working with this guy who does this amazing camera work, and we're willing to do a free promo for you. Usually it would cost $500. So I was like, oh, sweet. You hear a high ticket price and you're like, this guy's got to be awesome. He's got to be amazing. So I took him to my luxury listing. Took him over a week and a half to get me back the video. And what is his name? Stevie Wonder could have done a better job of doing that video.
It's like, it's telling us the kid's name.
No. And I was just, most people said beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But, after I made people compare it to my original photographer who does video, everyone's like, yeah, I guess you're right. They didn't really showcase the house that great. Right. So I just feel like it shows me in a bad light, shows my luxury listing in a bad light. I'm really pissed. I posted it on social media. But again, you're just like, they're telling you it's about the content, just getting it out there. Getting people just to recognize the house and see the house and do all those things, because if I redid it, it would take me, another couple days to get it out there. So I was just really pissed at myself for posting it and like trusting again that, these people know what they're doing. Just because someone says they know what they're doing doesn't mean they freaking know what they're doing.
No, they're like reaching for, like, oh, they want, and you know what? It was probably, they did it for free because they themselves wanted content.
Well, definitely that was the agent's spin. So I thought he negotiated with his professional photographer. So little did I know, like, that was his way to try to break into the industry and get introduced to other agents. Not really just he's trying to build his portfolio or build his technique. Mm-hmm. So
listen, I thought the video was fine. I thought it was great. Mm-hmm. You live and you learn. Like, stick with the people that you know. Definitely, maybe next time. It's like you have to do so much research because people present themselves as one way, and then it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that I had to like deep dive into your history to make sure that you actually were saying the truth. Like, why?
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll be over it by the end of the week.
Will you though? No, not till the house sells.
Anybody who was listening to me, I've just been bitching about it to everybody.
Aw. Wait, I love the one person that like commented on your thing. Stop me if they're a listener. But they're like, oh yeah, this house is great. Like, and you have to pay a maid and a butler and all this stuff. I was like, okay, Debbie Downer.
Yeah. But also like because I say that all the time. I'm like, But if you can afford a $2 million house, odds are you can afford a
maid.
cleaning lady.
Yeah. Like you're not going around
Or a
like cleaning the toilets.
person.
You're not gonna yeah. You're not going around cleaning your 9 toilets at that point. Like you're fine.
Right, exactly. So maybe that's a good marketing pitch. You buy the house and I'll supply a cleaning person for a year.
If you show up in a maid's outfit, that would sell it, Danielle.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to piss off the wife at all.
Well, who knows if it's a wife and then, maybe he's not married.
We still got this cough, huh? That onion honey thing supposedly works so well.
I need to make it again. I forgot about it.
Yeah, okay.
You would think I'm such a smoker.
Wait, did you start again?
No.
Okay.
No, not.
Oh.
Dude, I need a throat lozenge. But anyways, what were we saying?
We're moving on from what we were saying. We're only 26 minutes in.
No, I was going to say something funny. Oh, because, okay, you show up in a maid's outfit and you're like, oh, the wife would get mad. Or the town that you're in might be a town of hidden swingers.
Ooh, I have to look for the pineapple door knocker.
I don't even know if they make it that obvious. Swingers are hidden in plain sight these days.
Right. There's code words all over the house.
I don't know what they are, so I don't know what to look for.
Clearly. You were duped.
Wait, so this is funny. So the other day, Danielle texts me and goes, oh my gosh, Zach Bryan is coming to, which town is it?
Indiana.
He's coming to Indiana on this date and da-da-da. And, we should go. Now, I don't like when people give like, oh yeah, maybe I'll do it. Like whatever. And then it's like in the back of your mind, you're like, darn well that you are not going to go to this event or the live band or whatever it is. We all have those friends.
I know my audience.
Yeah, we all have those friends. So I'm like, all right, so I don't want to give her false hope, but I also don't want to be like a complete negative Nancy. So I think I just said,
it was hours before you even responded.
So hours go by because I'm on my end of the phone struggling at how do I be authentic to myself, but also not bring down, like rain on her parade because she's like very happy about this. So I think I said, oh my gosh, this sounds like a wonderful time. However, I just like don't really do live concerts anymore. It's not my thing. I don't like the crowds, but it sounds fun. And then I think we went back and forth and then maybe I came around.
I said, I find it very strange for someone who's a cycle instructor who loves music and playlists and is obsessed with Zach Bryan that you are not excited. And I think I have to rethink our friendship.
I love how I'm like, oh, we went back and forth. And you're like, no,
verbatim.
I'm over here rethinking my friendship with you. Yeah, I think that, it's just an opportunity that I'm okay not being a part of anymore. But then maybe I came around and I said like, oh, I'll think about it.
No, you didn't say anything. I just let it go. And I bought the fucking tickets. Sorry, Mom. I bought 4 tickets. And I said, okay, well, if I buy them, maybe she'll want to go now. If not, I have other people I can ask. So it's not like, I'd lose the tickets. I have people that will go.
Yeah, Danielle's like, I do have friends that are fun. You might not be one of them, but we'll see this summer when the concert comes if you go or not.
So I bought them, and I said, Patty, I bought 4 tickets. Me, you, Jay, and Mike. You can come if you want. No pressure. If not, I have backup people.
I have backup fun.
And she's like, okay, I'll work on a babysitter.
Yeah.
And I was going to tell you this in person if you didn't see this. If you decide not to go, you might regret it because that's 9/6 and his last concert is 9/9 and he is going to stop touring for a while.
Okay. Sold. Well, he's great. I really want to see him. But here's the thing. He is my guy that I became obsessed with, the last 2 years. He's who I put on when I want to feel all the feelings, when I want to just like release. And he's so good. And I don't know, I like cry. So like, you think it's going to be fun. We'll see. I mean, I might get emotional.
But that's what it's supposed to do. I feel like that's what concerts are, especially if you love the person and they're good in concert. Like, you don't get that feeling from listening to them on Spotify.
What if we became so big with our podcast that he brought us on stage to sing Revival?
Well, I'll dance. I am not getting on a microphone and singing Revival. But
Ooh, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. However, the whole point of even sharing this story with our amazing listeners is that the part two of this whole event is that it's in which town? Indiana?
Indiana. It's at the Notre Dame Stadium.
Okay, cool. Never been.
If that air freshener thing is still haunting me right now, and I'm very scared.
It's right behind you.
Oh my God.
Like,
it's awful.
I got the Pura air freshener, and I have kids, and my little toddler like took it out of the wall, so it spilled. So last week, Danielle's cup was in it. And Danielle was like, oh, look at this water. And I was like, oh, no, it's not water. She's like, what's the smell? I'm like, shoot, it leaked out of the air freshener onto Danielle. And then you know her with her scents, man.
It did not go away for 2 days. I like peeled a kiwi and was eating it. And I was like, why did the kiwi went bad? And then I realized it. I'm like, fucking text Patty. And I'm like, dude, I just threw away a kiwi thinking it went bad. But it was the air freshener that was on my fingers that got in my mouth.
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, that stuff stays because it's like oily.
Yeah. And I think they cause cancer. So you need to take those out.
What?
Yes. Air fresheners in the walls
It's
are
the
very
Pura.
bad.
It's the Pura. It's non-toxic.
Okay.
Well, now I'm going to look it up.
Well, now it smells toxic.
Well, so now you're going to smell. I think it smells great.
That's good.
So I'm sorry for you.
No, it's okay. It's your house. You do you.
So you're going to smell like it for 2 days. That's okay. So Danielle, part two of the whole Zach Bryan thing is that it's far away at the Notre Dame Theater. So she goes, oh, by the way, I've already booked the hotels as well. What? She didn't say hotels. She said, I already booked us the room as well. So I'm sitting in bed with Mike and I go, Mike, you're not going to believe this. I go, Danielle is trying to be swingers with us. And he goes, what are you talking about? So I tell him the whole thing. I start from the top of Zach Bryan, September, far drive. And he goes, that sounds awful. And I go, well, yeah, maybe. We're not concert people. And then I go, but it gets better. I go, Danielle says that she's got a room that has double beds. So we're all just going to stay. I go, I think this is her. Like, I don't want to be blind to the propositions anymore. So I'm like, I think this is what's happening. I think she's planting the seed. I go, Mike, am I blind to it or is... And he's like, Patty, obviously. We got a really good laugh.
Oh, I love that.
We got a really good laugh. And then he's like, okay, yeah, I think we should go. This will be fun.
Okay, so many things. One, it's a shorter trip there than it is when you drive to Wisconsin Dells.
Oh, love that for us.
Okay. Second, I thought it would be fun to share a room because we could save money. Because we're really just going to be there to sleep because it'll be a long day.
Thought it would be fun.
3, I do find you and Mike attractive, but I don't want to ruin our friendship.
So you're saying there's a chance? I'm gonna cry. Oh my God. This is just like really great. Just really great all around for all of us. Jay and Mike. Oh, Zach Bryan maybe?
Yeah, and Shannon and Dan are coming, and Shannon hates Zach Bryan.
Why is she going then?
Well, because Dan always goes to her concerts.
Like he went to Justin Timberlake.
Twice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oof. I don't even want to go to Justin Timberlake. Not even a once.
Well, because you are a Britney fan.
I know.
We've been down that road.
He's horrible.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But Shannon was really close to Justin the last time. Her video, I was like, oh my gosh. He's basically like looking right at you.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
So anyways.
So we'll let you know how the concert goes.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know if Patty makes it there.
Yeah.
If off doesn't mysteriously come down with a cough that weekend.
No, I think it'll be so fun. I remember a friend of mine, Baker, told me that she went to his concert. This is like 2 years ago, probably. And I was like, wow, I really like his song, Something Orange, whatever. She said that he didn't even play it.
Yeah, I know.
So I have it in my head that like he's not going to play like the big songs, but also just all of his songs are so good, so I don't really care. So that's that.
That's what I think. When you go to a concert, you need to know more than 2 of the songs to really like enjoy the concert, because then that's really when it's like awesome and amazing. Mm-hmm. Because it doesn't matter what they play, you're just like totally in it. And I'm not a Notre Dame fan. I'm not a college football fan. I've been to the Notre Dame Stadium years. I was probably like 6 or 7 years old.
For what? A football game?
I think a football game.
Oh.
Something. I don't even know.
Okay.
But I just lost my train of thought. Oh, I thought it would be an experience because it's not just like at the United Center or Allstate or something like that. So now you're seeing a band in a new environment, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like an adventure.
It's such an adventure. Sign me up.
Yep, see?
Well, you already did. You already signed me up. I told her it's like the fundraiser. She plants a seed and then I blink and then everything's booked. And I'm like, oh, that was easy. It's like the Staples button. That was easy.
Oh, yeah, we need one of those in here.
Yeah. Apparently I don't. You just like have it
Oh,
ingrained
yeah.
in you. You're just like, boom. There it goes.
There she goes. Well, it was also Shannon's like, because we got pre-sale tickets
Okay.
through her hookup. And then the next day it went on sale to the whole public. And she was like, they're going to sell out. They're going to increase prices because the places she used to stay at when she went to the Notre Dame games were already like $400 a night.
Wow. Does
So-
she want to stay in the room with us? Have a lot of fun? It'll be so fun. I'm just going to be sleeping. Danielle backs lingerie.
I can't wait to start putting my Google Doc together with a bunch of pranks I can play on you and Mike that night. Or we could. Oh, God, I have a great idea in my head. I just don't want to say it
Because you're going to do it.
because I'm going to try to do it. Yeah.
Yay. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh,
This
God.
will be fun.
This was such a fun episode. I didn't expect to laugh this much today. Not that I didn't think you were going to be funny or I was going to be funny. I just didn't think it was going to be this funny. And sorry, guys, if you don't think it was that funny.
Because we do.
We do, yeah.
And we're going to keep being us.
So you can keep being you. Have a good one.
36 minutes.